Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in Foley Square. It's today, February 22nd, Wednesday, 2023. We're covering the Saipov trial, the death penalty phase, and as we intimated yesterday, there was a change. Judge Broderick had said, no media in the courtroom, and this makes it impossible to see how the jurors are reacting to these victim tales. Of course, the defense, the federal defenders, right over here on Duane Street, they've argued that these victim impact statements are prejudicial and inflammatory and that there should be a mistrial. How is the press and therefore the public to assess this without seeing how the jurors react? So Inner City Press fired off a letter letter motion to Judge Broderick. This was followed by other media, New York Times, AP, Washington Post, Daily News. Altogether, we got the job done somewhat. Ostensibly, when the jury resumes today at 1 p.m., lawyers at 12, the media will have a back bench. Now, will it be blocked by a wall that was built for juries during COVID? We don't know, but time will tell. We're going to continue on that case all the way to the end. There's also a sentencing today of a man named Andrew Done. May have mentioned this before, but he was the leader of a gang here in New York. His defense lawyers are saying that actually he's brain damaged, that he grew up next to the Dominican Chernobyl. We'll see. The government's wanting, I believe, 45 years. Got to check it out. Also, the sentencing of Isabella Pollok, the co-defendant of Larry Ray. Some people are saying that she's as much of a victim. One of those people is victim herself, Claudia Drury. We will be covering it. And in the Assange visitors case against Pompeo and Undercover Global SL must get a lawyer. So says Judge Kodal. You can find that on Inner City Press. Now let's turn for a moment toward the United Nations. First, let's note that the South Korea mission was found liable for an employee underpaying them while they waited outside while one of the diplomats was visiting a mistress. Read that story. It really bears working. The UN, of course, is a sinkhole of corruption and sexual sleaze, but also a failure. Today, a meeting in the General Assembly on Ukraine. The UN has accomplished almost nothing in the last year. Mostly, Antonio Guterres has totally undermined it. He's tried to sell ammonia for Russia. He said it wasn't an invasion, and he threw out the press that asked the questions. We will not cease. Inner City Press.